Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time for some more Baldur's Gate 3. Now, we are, I would say, somewhere deep within the heart of Moonrise Towers.
Prepare the march.
It is interesting that I've envisaged this area almost as being in the peripheral towers around the large central tower, but that clearly is not the case. I'm going to explore over here.
Don't waste a step.
Now we're here defeating the servants of the Absolute with our trusty Earth Golem, which I hope will not... Sorry, our Earth Elemental, which I hope will not follow us.
Glorious.
Uh-oh. There's no interaction, just a... This has got to be bad. This stone gives you and those around you the steeped in bliss condition. Resonant stones heighten emotions in those who stand within their radius. This is in front of a crystal ball, so anything on the other side may be receiving this happy feeling. There are more brains. Mind archive interface. Slack-skinned head. This is... Do we put the minds in here and then this head will replay some kind of memory or message?
Empty vessel, nothing more. Lending voice to elder law.
And you even had to make it rhyme as well. There's no ability to destroy it. This, I feel, should be removed.
My desire.
So, choppy weapon. And again, please.
Well, good feelings never last, I suppose.
This feels like it was a worthy investment. I'm also going to send those back to camp. I'm not going to use them here, even though that's a rather obvious usage. A series of dots and broken lines, entries in illithid braille, and yet you sense their meaning nonetheless. A flash of Nautiloids lining a great dark void. One mind with one purpose, moving in concert through the darkness between planes. So moving in concert, in concert together. Concert, a group of magicians or producers yourself. One mind with one purpose, moving in concert through the darkness between planes. The design in action before the slave minds rose and ruined it all. Illithids have always wanted dominance over all living things. Sodalite shells. What's a sodalite? Looks remarkably like a fairly normal, like a conch shell or something. Now, a final, mournful entry, carrying with it a vast, hollow feeling of grief. A vast, hollow feeling of grief. The colony in decline. The elder starving, falling dormant to preserve its strength and lie in wait for some salvation to come.
The city calls out for salvation.
I don't think they know what sound.
Chosen on my heart. And
Yeah,
you
can I open
my
this?
many hands.
I cannot open it. I don't think the Absolute knows what salvation is.
With haste.
Let us return. And get
Of
back
many
through here.
hearts, one soul.
There was one more location to explore prior to descending. Can we... No, good, we can't walk it. That's a relief. I did not want this to be safe. And now, because we can... Good. I don't want to mess with this. It's probably something to do with this, and we don't want to go down there.
If not over, then through.
Fine. There's not much beyond that door, so it might be wise not to mess with it.
Prepare the march. Mine.
As the console bursts into life, a mind touches your own. Alien and full of desperate need, but fragmented too. It is incomplete. It yearns to connect, but needs you to guide the process, linking each part of your mind to its like.
Absolutely not. It would probably open this door, and beyond this door is not much. Maybe later, but no. That, connecting our mind to it, feels like we will be vulnerable, exposed.
Still breathing, despite everything.
And given how mind flayers all operate as part of a hive mind consciousness, with individuality, but also all linked, not wise.
Best be on my way.
It is best at this point to be an individual and remain independent from the evil dominance of anything that could link us to the rest of the colony. In many ways they are like an insect colony. And we might as well abuse this once again. And I want to talk about this. This is really serious. There is a restoration pod with seemingly unlimited uses on the prime material plane. If mortals become generally aware of the presence of this thing, people would flock to it, abuse it, defend it against one another.
Descend.
This is a very evil thing. Indeed, liberation may be at hand, dear voice, but not quite what you expect. Oh well, here we go.
Is anyone else's tadpole squirming around a lot more than usual?
It senses something, doesn't it? I'll keep my guard up.
I imagine everyone else's is. The rejuvenating miasma is no longer down here. It does not affect us. And... oh, it's back. Okay, we can expect great wickedness. We've had an autosave and there's a door we are being invited to open. Much worse than that. Why now does my body need a wee? Back in a moment. There now. That's dealt with. What do I expect beyond this door? If not immediately beyond it, then somewhat after. I expect we will hopefully have the chance to encounter one of three things. General Ketheric form, he cannot have far now to run. The Absolute itself, or an Elder Brain. The opportunity to rescue the Night Song. Possibly Moll, but she did a deal with a devil who is probably protecting his investment. So she may be something we meet later on. Do a quick paranoia check before I open this door. All seems to be good. There we go. And I'm probably going to regret
longer
this.
a background murmur. The presence in your mind builds to a roar.
We found it. The Absolute is behind this door.
Then I'd better enter. And I'm probably going to regret it. Okay. Wait. They're all here. Deathbringer of Baal, Archduke nominee. Nothing special. So she gets a title. Oh, weird.
You said it was under control.
It isn't you I answer to, Gortash.
Oh, the general voice. Is this where we salute?
Salute, yes. With cleavers through his blood-starved flesh. How it crawls with failure. Like flies on lick-wet carrion.
You forget yourself, Orin. I've played my part.
You built an army for our masters, true enough. But what of the astral prison? A rogue true soul flaunting it under your nose all this time. And you ran from her.
Sure that they would follow and deliver it into my hands here. If you would cease these distractions.
The distractions have been yours, Ketheric. Perhaps we never should have dug your daughter up. So you haven't lost your edge. But you're still not as sharp as Orin, I wager. The Slayer against the Undying One. That'd be fun to see.
His crypt breath sings to my sinews. Again, 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 again. But he must lead the murder march to Baldur's grave.
If the weapon is truly in your grasp, Ketheric, might I suggest closing your fist? Orin and I can wait for you no longer. The plan proceeds. We're going to the city, and we expect you to follow. Army and the weapon in tow.
The Edict of Bane.
The lash of Baal!
Then Cyric is the third, I believe. And who is that armored man?
The Testament of Merkel.
An elder brain. One of the cruelest and most powerful creatures in existence. Enslaved by mere mortals.
There we are. It wouldn't do to fight in front of our guest. Behold, Duke Ravengard. The Absolute.
Preserve us.
You wag your word flap in vain, Alderling. Once the worm holds the whip, your shredded flesh will serve us.
Shit, no! Father!
Saw that one coming.
Now, it's really time we were going. We will empty this place and begin the march. You may catch up with the army once you've retrieved the weapon. And Ketheric, do try not to sulk. You're supposed to be the fearsome general come to conquer the city. And I am the hero who will save it.
In other words, the one who will defeat him. It's a publicity
It is
stunt.
time, faithful ones. March on Baldur's Gate. We go to prepare the way.
The Elder Brain shouldn't be capable of teleporting like that. It should be forced to remain in its pool. I see that shape. We'd better go and act a rescue while we can.
There you are, as predicted. What is it, I wonder, that draws one toward death like a moth to light? You could have run away, absconded with the prism. The one thing that could prevent me from fulfilling my destiny. But the lure of one's destiny is irresistible, isn't it? Perhaps you hope to learn your place in history before you are erased from it. A bright flash of clarity before the snuffing out.
He has a sense of finality, a sense of his own destiny. He's felt powerless for so long, even though he's wielded so much power. Why is the prism so important to you?
The very fact of your being attests to its power. Despite your infection, you resisted the brain here in the heart of its domain. What good is an army of thralls if they do not obey their master? Let us speak plainly. My Lord Merkel gave me the one thing I desired, the one thing no other god could grant me. My daughter's life returned. Her heart beating once more. For that, he asked that I serve as his chosen. Join Orin and Gortash to grow the cult of the Absolute, and then take control of it. He's never had a more devoted follower. I have fought great wars before, in the service of other gods and other powers. But for Merkel, I would condemn all of Faerun to death. You are all that stands between me and my destiny. And you have brought the prism here. I will kill you now. And then I will raise you as my servant.
So you are planning on betraying your allies? His voice sounds rich, cultured, full of energy, but also tired, as if he's resigned to his fate, to the result he believes he will achieve.
Yes. Join the army of the dead, true soul. Witness Lord Merkel's glory.
No. Nightsong is trapped in Ketheric's soul cage, but she can't be freed from it by using the help. She can be freed for using the help action on her. Awesome. I have a notion. The Earth Elemental does not go on Jaheira's turn. It is therefore possible to use summons and exploit them to extend the action economy. So I can take her turn, take the Earth Elemental's turn, have her summon something else, which will get a random initiative value. The Earth Elemental will go away, the new thing will appear, it will take a turn. Essentially, it may be possible to get multiple turns in a round. Now let's see what we are facing here. Necromites on their own aren't overly devastating. And I should be asking myself where the challenge is here. General Thorm has recovered about 50 hit points. There's a mindflayer. And she is not on full health. We need to be physically traversing this area swiftly. That looks... Yes, exactly like druids, like wizards get. Nothing yet. We don't want to overextend ourselves.
Victory awaits.
Lae'zel. This is a bad idea. We could leap up there and overextend ourselves. Okay, 3 intellect devourers, fairly easy to take out, but they'll take 2 or 3 hits each. For mindflayer, more serious. Also, we want to be saving her as quickly as possible. Who do we want to do it with? Will or Lae'zel seem to be our best candidates. This is a cantrip. There we go, a little protection. Might as well shoot while we're at it. Oh man, if only. Right. Better than nothing. And now they come for the cleavage. Yep, I know what I said. Now, the mind flare will be a big issue. We can get about this far. We don't want to be doing that just yet, obviously. How about we just advance to here? There we go. We can work with that. That, not so much.
Your attack, soldiers.
We can leave this here because we have an earth elemental. But I feel we should apparently miss. Oh well. Now, this is one of our greatest foes. Yep. Being stunned next to a mind flayer is a really bad thing. And if all that thing's going to do is make a necromite, we may have better options available than striking it. Such as a multi-attack. Seismic Strike. Wobble on trembling legs. Let me just go for the big attacks here, I think. Hope I don't forget. Hope I don't miss. Oh, that was terrible. Those stuns are bad. Really bad, actually.
Focus your attack, soldiers.
She's afraid? Look, it backed off. That's good. Yeah, you can stop that. That's quite nasty. We've got enough bad stuff going on as it is. Problem is, they're going to just keep on doing it anyway. Right. Go for free. We tried. Lae'zel is stunned. That's unfortunate. Will. And move to here. Do you have any potions? No, because Jaria's carrying them all. We need to... Look, stunned and frightened is good. It means she won't run away.
Focus your attack, soldiers.
Well, at least he has that power. Absolutely not. And there go Will's spells. He will now not be attempting the rescue. You know what we can do, though? We multi-attack that. Let's send this in here, into the thick of the fight. And stay.
I will ascend.
Well, you can. But first off, could you get some healing? That would be really great. You know what? We kind of need... No. There will be better opportunities. So, forget that for now. 55 is bad.
Finding my way.
Focus your attack, soldiers.
Okay, we get a turn. Big heals all round. Much needed. Then we are not moving. All good, except for the mindflayer, which will need to be slain. Ah! Yep, there's that good old stun cone of theirs. The Mind Blast is brutal and petty and lethal. And then mental warp. Bosh. Right. No. There we go. What's this? Skeletal in... Oh, right, one of those. Involucros. We don't want that. Our Earth Elemental is doing very well, but there has got to be other things. Lae'zel, if ever there was a time to use this, the time was now. I mean, there'll be more times later.
Taste my fury.
She wants to kill a mind flayer to prove to Vlaakith that she is worthy. I mean, she's got to, right? Fuck it up, Lae'zel. Feel that sense of achievement. Take that Pegasus feather that it somehow had on its person. Really? Just more of these? I mean, there are a lot of them. Oop. Oop. Wreck it. And head towards this one. Okay, here's what we're going to do.
Bring me into battle.
Lae'zel, you know what you wish to do here. Probably step away from the edge just to let a few people up, though. Oh, that's terrible. No percentage given? Wow, okay. But you know what, though? Yeah, do that.
This is my time.
In which case, leg it.
Coming through.
One heroic rescue coming right up. You'll get there, mate. Don't worry. For those misses, I am grateful.
I am beyond death. Focus your attack, soldiers.
We got a mass healing word here. Everyone's in except Will. That's not good. That does get everyone. Including her. Perfect. Now let's climb up this. We're going to want a bless spell really soon. I'm not going to bless, because if I can get Dame Aelin in the bless, all the better. Hold on. And that's not concentration. Well, well, well. If it isn't something like ground attached to the earth. We got to try. Yep. Kind of saw that one coming. You know what? We've got to have something more interesting we can do than healing. So many of these are concentration spells, though. And if we're not using these abilities,
Spare.
oh. But just getting where the others can't see us is good.
I am fury. I am death.
You are wanting a higher chance to hit. Oh, he does have some kind of... He's invulnerable because of the soul cage, right?
This is my time. Hold it together.
We can fix that. The devil saves the angel. How appropriate. Bet we don't get to control it directly. So glad that he missed.
Back in your cage.
Wait, can he reinforce that? Quite possibly.
Focus your attack, soldiers.
Time for a bless. Will free, but I know that at level 2 I could go 4, right? One, 2, 3. Let's do it again. There we go. At this point, we can probably make do without our earthalites. Lae'zel, strike while you can. That's a lot of counters, so let's see if we can make him bleed. I probably should examine him, but for now... Oh, that's unfortunate.
Battle favors the fearless.
Really? What? Oh, I thought it was
Two steps
jump.
at a time.
Look. This isn't going to make much of a difference, but it might. It didn't. Oh shit, we don't want him falling in there. She's prioritizing the weaker foes for now. An interesting tactic and a fairly valid one. You, sir. We'll probably be replacing it very soon. It's something.
Time to strike.
At this point, we can live with the low hit chance. Mate, can you just try to knock him back twice, please? Away from there. We don't want him falling in here when he dies. And he does seem intent on his own mortality. Oh shit.
What a fool you are. You cannot kill me. I am eternal. Merkel, Lord of Bones, I am here. I am ready. I am yours. I
The Triad help us.
Okay, here's what we do. We heal Lae'zel. Then we get out of here. Apostle of Merkel. Visage of the Dead God. 37 hit points, 245. Let's look at these. Wait. She wasn't healed. Oh, is it impossible to heal people in his presence? Don't know what Bone Chill is. Moonbeam? Okay, he's taking damage every turn. I think it means we can't heal her. Well. We need to be getting off the platform. Can't be healed. Bone Shield. How about... Okay, here's what we need to do. We need to find a way to throw her
Battle favors the fearless.
out of the area. Probably a way that involves someone with greater strength. Hey, 60-60. We may just need to pile in the damage. Who? Oh, God, this is bad. She's not going to run away, is she? Yeah, we're screwed. We can't. Okay. We can't protect her at all. But wait. Too heavy? Damn it, we need a barbarian.
You picked the wrong
Go all out. It's not enough, but we can try. Otherwise I'm going to have to redo this whole bloody thing, aren't I? Double miss is unfortunately double miss. Whatever it did, it can't be good. Just a moment. Okay, the necromancer's got... You know what, 45... Sure. That's right, lady, keep hitting it. So then... we go like that, because she is far away enough to receive healing. Then I think we must strike. I also suspect that Turn Undead won't do very much. Try to pummel it. Any damage is good damage. Really? Oh, you put a lot of those up there. Right, so... we need potions, and we need big ones. I'm going to leave the biggest. And then, you lady, back up. You'll probably be casting a big spell over there soon.
This is my time.
We need Lae'zel to keep holding out. She's doing very well there. Strike then. Unless... unless we have some really useful... oh. Not quite, okay. We can't take someone with us with Misty Step. What we can do is Misty Step away to safety. Use potions to heal ourselves again because we're in a safe area. Or we just keep trying to do damage. Look, 5 points is 5 points. I'll take it. And another 11. Excellent. She's still on 14. We can live with that in theory. Now, however... shit. Can't regain hit points because of this bastard. But... immobile and frightened. Disadvantage is bad, obviously. I see it. Oh, hey, look. Better than nothing. We can't heal anyone here. But out there is fine. We got to keep trying. Excellent stuff. Now these will be a problem. There's whoa! Knockback is a real threat. I don't know why she lost her turn then, but obviously that's a bad thing. Really? It's something. Now. Cold and necrotic strong resistances. That's right, lady. Let him feel nature's fury. Blind is good. Will can now be healed. So we need to get this bugger down. Oh. Oh. Let the Apostle of Merkel feel the blood of Lathander, please. That was rubbish. Like, seriously, that was bad. But we do have an Earth Elemental. And we're not afraid to use it. Will is now in danger. Did not take an attack of opportunity. Interesting. What are they doing? Are they feeding it their hit points? I didn't see any numbers change, but the blue lights around it were disturbing. It appeared to be some kind of energy transfer. Apparently we can cast this again. Yeah, just keep pouring down the lightning. Look, that may be a death ward, but I'll take it.
Into position.
Victor's path.
Look, we're going to double tap. Just to be sure.
Impossible. Death cannot take me. I am its master. My lord, hear me.
Where's she? Where's she gone?
Nothing. I am forsaken. You have no idea what you've done. Isabel.
Too much, my lady.
Now. Now. We pick our way toward our fates. Unleashed. You have my sword. My fealty. Do what you must. Then we fly this foul place.
Dead for good. Wow. The chosen of mercy. What a fight.
Ketheric's netherstone. It's in his armor. Take it.
No, I have something much more important to do first. We do have one. Excellent. I just got to find the bloody thing. Oh! In a bag, right? In a recently acquired container. Didn't even use that. Should have used that. Right. Where are you hiding? Wait, what happened? Did I literally double click on that and accidentally cause the inventory to shrink slightly? It did seem that way. There we go.
Secure. You will not take me.
Then, big group here.
Need to find a way forward.
Yeah. Oh, he's over there. I'm going to regret this, but I may need it.
In death, the body is cooling, but energy radiates from the stone.
Ah, never use magic. Oh, this can't be good.
Remarkable. Truly. And now the picture comes together. The Absolute is neither god nor man. It is the Elder Brain you saw, held here by those three against its will. The crown it wears controls it, and these stones control the crown. It has been dominated. To master an Elder Brain, to subdue it. Our enemies are formidable.
How is it you're able to leave the astral prism now? I suspect she was able to leave at any time she wished. She wasn't being held prisoner within it, she was using it to protect herself.
A temporary reprieve, but a welcome one. With a brain on its way to the city, its influence here is weakened.
Do you know who our enemies are?
One of them I know, Lord Enver Gortash, an arms dealer and a slaver. A worshipper of Bane, the god of tyranny. The other is a mystery to me, but the way she spoke, it is most likely she follows Baal, god of murder. Ketheric was a follower of Merkel, which means the Absolute is a front for the gods of death, and our enemies are the chosen of the dead three.
So how does Jurgal come into this? The chosen of the dead three?
Bane, Baal, and Merkel. The tyrant, the assassin, and the necromancer. They are known to pick from their most devout followers a chosen, granting them incredible powers. Each one alone would be a formidable enemy. But working together, and with those stones, and that crown, I dare not imagine what they might achieve.
What are these stones?
The crown's markings suggest it was forged in Netheril, an ancient empire whose mastery over magic rivaled that of the gods. It is a crown of domination. The stones were taken from its crest. They are nether stones, imbued with the ability to control the wearer of the crown. The crown's Netherese magic must be the true source of the parasite's abilities. This must be what elevates their potential. And it must be the reason nobody could heal you. If the crown can do this to the parasite, I dare not imagine what it is doing to the brain.
What hope do we have if the gods themselves are involved? We are their champions, their chosen representatives.
Hope is a luxury for those who have a choice. This is the battle of our lives, and the lives of everyone in Faerun. The army of the Absolute is marching on Baldur's Gate. Within the city, An elder brain, brimming with power, ready to turn everyone within its reach into mind flayers. All it needs is an order. An order the Death Gods chosen are on the cusp of giving. We must wrest control of the brain from the Chosen before that happens. We must take their stones. Our chances of success are slim, but we must not fail. If we fail, everything ends. I will be your shield, but you must be the sword. And when the chance comes to strike, you must take it, for there may only be one chance.
Portal to the surface is there. We should not use it. Where's she gone? We were supposed to finish what we wanted here, then speak to her ladyship. Are these just bits of bone? Not just bits of bone.
Anything of use?
Wait. I think I'm just going to have to be over-encumbered for a little. The Dream Visitor has gone again. I have suspicions about the Dream Visitor. A lot of them. But I need to wait to know more.
More for me.
A map of the Sword Coast from the sea of moving ice down to just north of Arm, including several of the nearer archipelagos in the Sea of Swords. Ambient to the absolute, we don't need that. The grand design. The absolute end. Invitation to Lord Gortash. But no invitation for Lady Orin. Which I think is a man's name. It's not as bad as there being a woman in Dragon Age 2 called Eustace, which literally is a man's name. But let's see these. When we have all the Neverstones, we will be encouraged to become evil, I am certain of it. And we should absolutely not do that. We will be looking into these, most certainly. However, Reaper's Rigidity. When activated, you can't be moved against your will by any spell or action. Oh, okay, fine. But it has to be activated. Howl of the Dead. Cantrip, we'll look into that. Lord Gortash. The Committee of Concerned Patriarchs would like to extend an invitation to a formal meeting at the High Hall to discuss plans, short and long term, for the economic livelihood of Baldur's Gate. Tuesday, the 12th, noon, a luncheon will be served. May we presume your attendance? Lord Hirillin, Committee Chair. And they do have... Look, everyone back at camp's going to want to talk to me. Okay. Underneath this book concerning the cult of the Absolute and the dangers it presents is scrawled this response to the text. This hastily written drivel is admittedly well-intentioned. Its author is clearly fizzing with fear of the Absolute. The problem is that they conflate the rise of the cult with other things like the heat death of the universe, the resurrection of one-eyed Vecna the Lich, the proliferation of necromantic excess, and even the withering of some imported fruits from Chult. This person needs a glass of water and a lie down. Dictated to Scribe Yanthus by Enver Gortash. The grand design is for mindflayers' species-wide ambition to return to the days of their conquering greatness through an act of sudden mass seromorphosis, giving the Elder Brain in overall command an impeccable army of illithid slave warriors with which to defeat all their old enemies, human and humanoid, Githyanki and illithid. An illithid is an undead illithid. Illithids fear illithids because they have no connection to the Elder Brain and can't be detected psionically when scanning for thoughts. Of course, this is delusional madness, megalomania on a cosmic scale, and I know just how to turn it to our purposes. We're going to help the Mind Flayers enact their grand design, but only in the way that suits us. The illithids shall have their crusade to enslave, but they will be acting in turn as our slaves, and we shall determine the how and when and where of their great illithid outbreak. To be precise, I, Gortash, will determine these things, as commanding the grand design is clearly a Bayanite task. Let's get out of here.
My energy wanes. Time to rest.
Thanks for watching out for me.
Let's wait for everything to load in.
Toss me back in the shadows.
You're one of us. No fist left behind.
It would appear
That's still the case.
all our companions are here. And art colour. This is all good stuff. Wait, is this camp? It looks suspiciously like camp. Let's continue waiting for these walls to load on in. There we go.
Gods be damned. With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure, we're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun.
Every time they mispronounce Faerun, yeah. The Absolute's cult has Raven Guard. Where will they take him?
Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldur's Gate flow through it. It serves as headquarters for the Flaming Fist and their commander, my father. The Absolute's army's on the march. Gods forbid a tadpole Grand Duke throw open the gates for them.
What do you know about Gortash and Orin?
Orin? I'd never heard tell of, but Gortash I know. Or know of, more precisely. A self-styled strategic advisor to Baldur's Gate's peers. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash, and even less for his advice. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these Chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like.
Very true. Mizora said you can say what led to your pact and exile. It's time I know the whole truth.
Yes, but first a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it?
I'd give my life if it meant keeping the residents safe.
As would I. And more. I was 17. Father, older Raven Guard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the Cult of the Dragon made its move.
The Cult of the Dragon, a fractured religion. Some believers hold that undead dragons will inherit the world. Others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
So Tiamat is from Babylonian mythology, right? Or Sumerian. This is another one of the Forgotten Realms authors co-opting things and saying, oh yeah, Forgotten Realms is the original, you lot in Earth just copied it. Which is horribly dismissive and arrogant. The cult of the dragon had infiltrated Baldur's Gate. To what end?
To conjure the Dragon Queen and lay waste to Baldur's Gate. A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill. The Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened.
I feel that I should watch.
In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. The first of Tiamat's 5 heads. As the maelstrom howls, Mizura's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city.
Surely Mizora doesn't care about Baldur's Gate. Why would she want to save it?
She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mizora's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie.
The music's picking up quite impressively. Sacrificing your soul to save the city was a brave thing to do. I can just walk away. I'm not going to do that.
I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right. The moment I agreed, I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, all that remained were 5 greyed orbs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed.
I sense the answer to this is no, but I must know. Is that how you lost your eye? In the battle with the cult of the dragon?
It is. The one scar I ever bore of it. You were right, of course. The new eye is a sending stone, courtesy of Mizora. She uses it to track my location and call from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake her.
It's almost like she set the whole thing up to entrap you. And what about your father, the Grand Duke?
He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Mizora had swept it clean. I showed him my stone eye, but he only turned away. After, he said only one word. Go. So I did.
We'll return to this subject later.
I understand.
You must have been upset that your father threw you away, cast you out of the city.
No, never. He did the only thing he could. In his eyes, I invited a devil into our midst. I was a fool at best, a traitor at worst. And Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither.
Most of these are quite nasty. Do you miss your father? Seems honestly like the best choice. You're too charitable. If I were you, I'd never have forgiven him. Why? Why do they want people to hate their fathers? I suppose I can't blame him. For all he knew, you'd sprout horns any second. That's sort of understanding, but also somewhat antagonistic. If I were your father, I'd have killed you on the spot. He did you a favour by exiling you. No. Do you miss your father?
More than you know. The better question is, did he ever miss me? If he did, he missed the Will Ravengard he once knew, not the hell-touched warlock he returned to.
I'm not going to send him to camp just yet, because I don't know if camp is here. Camp is not here. Which means we need to go to camp, because we need to talk to people here.
Thou dawdlest, while time is precious. Let us speak.
Very well.
Well.
A curse lifted. The dead three allied once more. The balance shifts. There are depths to this alliance yet unplumbed. Consider, mortal. Do illithids possess souls?
I'm not sure. Don't all living things?
No. Nor canst thou count mindflayers among them.
Intriguing.
Yet, the three amass an illithid army void of apostolic souls that could imbue them with power. A flock without souls, yet to what end, mortal? This is the question thou must come to answer. Until such time, be availed of my services.
You seem to know a lot about the Dead Three.
Yes, Bane, Lord of Darkness, Baal, Lord of Murder, Merkel, Lord of Bones. Once judged, ascended, then vanquished as one, and as three. The Alliance is reforged, mortal. The plains thus quake, and the gods shudder.
Speak plainly. Is there not more that you can tell me?
No.
I expected that. Very well then. Let's send this away.
What was it like in there? In the curse?
Wherever we go, ye gods, let there be something green.
We cannot. Okay.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Lae'zel, you got to kill a mindflayer. You got your wish.
The curse is broken and the shadows are lifting. In time, these lands will heal.
Nothing more? Now, let us see.
You're one of us. No fist left behind.
Glad that's still the case.
Art Colour is here.
Another step
As is
forward.
Halcyon. We don't know you.
It's like
Can
your
we
mind
safely go to camp?
wants you dead.
Probably not just yet.
Thaniel. I had to look after him.
Let us send one person back to camp.
Greetings. Are you sure that's the best course of action?
At this very moment, yes.
Confirmed. Until then, I remain at the ready.
I have a very important thing to do. And indeed, something may occur back here in camp as soon as I arrive. Don't know what, but there is someone who is owed a very important conversation. Oh, you're here. And... okay.
The shadows are losing their grip on these lands. Shah can indeed be thwarted. Comforting to know. You wanted something?
I did indeed. Come with me.
Of course.
This is important to you.
Thanks for watching out for me. You lot could have tossed me back in the shadows.
You're one of us. No fist left behind.
Glad that's still the case.
And now they're in our camp and not here. Damn it. Okay.
I need a moment for the two of us.
Thaniel rests well. He's healing very rapidly, now that Oliver has returned to him.
I'm glad I could help.
I knew I could put my faith in you. If only we had met sooner.
What happened to Oliver exactly? Did Thaniel absorb him?
No more than my right hand can absorb my left. Oliver is helping Thaniel to recover. They both lie dormant, like trees awaiting spring. Once the curse is lifted, they can stand as one or as a pair. Whatever they wish, I hope they will remain as a pair. It will be good for them both to have a friend, once I'm gone. Still, I would like to return here someday. See Thaniel and Oliver again. In my meditations, or perhaps in person, if the Oak Father wills it. I hope he does.
What now? You've got what you wanted after all.
I have. But perhaps there is more that I want. Anyway, once the curse is lifted, nature can take its course without me. I belong at your side.
Let's not... Glad to have you.
And I'm glad to be had. Glad to be with you, I mean.
Thanks for watching out for me.
Right. Is there anyone else here we should speak to before going back to camp?
Glad that's still the case.
Alfira's here. There's also a trader. We may be able to offload some stuff. Hey, children. No mole, though.
You're here. Good. That's good.
Are you all right?
Me? Oh, I'm fine. I'm just worried about the kids. Maul is still missing, and they haven't taken it too well. I've been trying to cheer them up. We're writing a song together. But I think they're just humoring me.
Is it helping? Like I'm humouring you by having this conversation. I'm sure they appreciate it.
Maybe. I'd love to put on a show just for them. But it's boring if I'm the only one playing. I need another bard. Maybe I'll find one in the city. Until then, the kids and I shall work on our masterpiece.
Exactly. Maybe you could form a little troupe. No. Cerise. Another flaming fist.
Back in last light, I was racking my brains. How the hells do we get past the curse? And then a blinding light cuts through the darkness like a blade through butter. All thanks to you, I hear. Didn't think we'd make it without the old Hell Rider to lead us. But you did a damn fine job.
I freed Zevlor down in the colony. I wouldn't be so quick to write him off as dead.
I would. He didn't have any fight left in him.
I'll just leave it there.
I looked up to him. We all did. But he let us down when we needed him most. There are less mouths to feed, but we still need supplies for the road. We'll scavenge what we can. Hopefully, we'll see you again in the city.
Duke Elton formed the Flaming Fist. He sought out people of courage and honor to fill its ranks. You saved Thaniel, lifted the curse, and killed an immortal. It's safe to say you'd have been recruited in an instant.
This second one, entirely true. What about the Flaming Fist you've met here? What do you think of them?
They are different to what Duke Elton envisioned. And I can't comment on Duke Ravengard himself, but I've seen the respect he inspires in the Flaming Fist. And that tells me all I need about him as a leader. I hope you can save Duke Ravengard. For the good of Baldur's Gate.
Oh, this feels like abuse. This feels like putting him in harm's way. He's a good man. He deserves to rest. What about you?
When this land fell to the curse, I should have gone with it. Thaniel is the only reason I survived. It's only fair I stay here and wait for him to awaken.
And after Thaniel awakes?
I don't think there will be an after. The truth is, the Shadowfell broke something inside me. Something no healer can fix. I don't know how long I have, but because of you, Thaniel is safe. Because of you, I could help him as he helped me. So, thank you, my friend. And know that I have no regrets.
Narratively, his role is complete, but also he has earned his rest.
You'd make a fine fist.
You're not the first to say that. Can't say that I'm inclined to agree, however.
Just tell me what you need.
Things and stuff. Also, spell scrolls for Gale. Oh goodness. It's actually an item. We're literally carrying the thing around with us. I think I should probably send that to camp. Interesting. We don't seem to be able to sell oh no, here we are up here, right. I mean, it's not even +1, so we're probably not going to need this spear much longer. A very conditional bonus that we're not going to benefit from very often. Ketheric's Warhammer. Okay, so let's sell this. Hold on to those for a little.
Defender of the people.
Call and I answer.
We want to be upgrading our equipment. We need to have a whole
Lady, light away.
situation where we sort out Shadowheart stuff.
No, never mind.
To camp we go. Wait, no, just normal camp first.
Go home.
Isabel's gone.
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer.
She is of the heavens. However, she is wrath, she is fury. She gives in too easily, but I think I can trust her.
Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me. Ketheric Thorm, traitor, apostle of Merkel, is dead at last. My mate, Most High. Darling Isabel is safe and well. Safe and well, and return to my embrace. Blessings upon the slayer of the Wicked One.
I couldn't have done it without you.
We are a powerful party indeed. Faerun itself trembles at our touch. My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it.
There's still a great deal about you I don't know.
Pray, ask, and I will tell.
Are you truly the daughter of Selûne?
Do I not radiate with my mother's brightness, her glory? There can be no doubt. I am of her silvered flesh, her celestial womb.
Would your mother be willing to aid us in the fight against the dead free? She'll be like, I'm here, aren't I?
Why, she already has. She has brought her sword to your side, Dame Aelin. So mighty are her wonders, her great wisdom. Together, we will set this fair land free of tyranny and murder.
How did you come to be trapped in the Shadowfell?
Ketheric Thorm. Father of my one and only love, enslaver of Dame Aelin. Ketheric Thorm never did trust me, even when he worshipped the Moon Maiden. He was threatened by my love for Isabel, by her love for me. When she died, curse the day, the hour, we each of us mourned bitterly. But Ketheric's pain could be touched by no aid, no boundary. He turned to wretched Shah, the Lady of Loss, for relief. And she whispered into his ear, poisoning his mind. He and his loathsome advisor, Balthazar, lured me into the Shadowfell, claimed they'd found someone in need of my aid. There, they trapped me in their infernal cage. I was killed, murdered, made dead over and over and over by justiciars of every make and kind. I was reborn, for it is my nature, and Ketheric fed upon my immortality all the while. But lo, the brute is dead, and we live!
She is far too furious. Also, there is a matter I would discuss with her that was not yet available. This is probably not the way to do it, but I should try. A blank canvas. Interesting. Is someone painting?
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer.
Is this the same conversation? What is it?
Feel my voice rattle your bones
I feel that
as I
it is.
proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me. Ketheric Thorm, traitor, apostle of Myrkul, is dead at last. My mate, most high. Darling Isabel is
This
safe
does feel
and
more
well.
like an invocation,
Safe and well, and return to my embrace.
although it gets far
Blessings
too
upon the
personal and far
slayer
too angry
of the
towards the
wicked
end. Where's the silver light? The moon magic?
Listen to the subtle vibrations of the Moon Maiden thumping within your heart chambers, friend. She works her magic there. My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it.
How do you intend to spend your newfound freedom?
I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. The dead 3 are risen. The dead 2 remain. You must face them. I will help.
She said she would explain a lot of things to Shadowheart, and has not done so.
What now?
I suspect that may be an evening camp thing. Now, what's going on over here? This could be to do with Jaheira.
You saw Gortash, didn't you? What the fuck was he doing down there? Is all of this because of him? The tadpole, the absolute. How?
Or, of course, it could be this. I don't know how this fits together. We will stop him. We'll find out when we get to Baldur's Gate. It seems he's a servant of Bane, as Ketheric served Myrkul. Who knows what powers he's gained since you knew him?
I'd never have protected a Baneite even a decade ago. I looked after that fucker with my life. I trusted him. He gave me away to Zariel without a second thought. And now he's looking to ruin the entire Sword Coast! He has to die! And I'm gonna be the one who kills him!
We should certainly give her a chance. Careful, Karlach, you're burning up.
You bet your ass I am! And I won't stop till that fucker is dead!
She's got such a London accent. Ah. Who's this? Arabella.
How much farther can I go?
Why should I know that name? It's one of the... Oh. She's not supposed to be here anymore. I think we need a proper rest. If I can find the campfire, that is. If. Okay, here it is.
Here we go.
Perhaps now we should get the revelation we seek. Nope. That's unfortunate. Ah! This may be it.
What do you know about me? You spoke of my past, being chased by wolves. I told no one about that. Almost no one. But I certainly didn't share that with you.
There is nothing I can tell you that you do not already know yourself. They trained you well, trained you hard. Chiseled away any part of you that did not fit their plan. They made you forget.
I chose to do that. For the mission to protect Shah's...
Secrets. Yes, yes, that is an old song, girl. Your goddess cares more for her precious secrets than she does her devotees.
Get to the point.
When you freed me, you severed a bond between me and that dog, Thorm. A bond of pain. His, inflicted on me. When I laid eyes on you, I sensed a similar bond. You, tethered to two others. Someplace distant. Let me help you remember.
You feel Shadowheart's mind tug at the edges of your own. You know this sensation. She wants you to see whatever is about to be revealed.
It is rare that she's willing to share. In a way, she deserves to experience this on her own, then share if she's willing. But also, if she feels that I'm there to support her and help her receive this message, that might help her to cope with it.
Your mind joins with Shadowheart's. Something pulls at you both, bringing you elsewhere.
What if it's a werewolf, right? If the wolf was there to protect her. A trial or a test. The wolf could be taking her to safety and she could have been scared of it and ran away.
Something sparks in your memory. Teachings about Selûnite rites of passage, about how they would abandon their children out in the wilds and force them to find their way home. It seems that one child never came back. She was taken.
What? Who was that man?
You already know. Did you not see yourself in him? Do you not recognize your own blood?
My father.
Ooh.
That was him.
That is him. He lives still. And your mother, too.
No. It can't be. I'm an orphan.
And who told you that? Your adoptive family? You are not to blame. You were young, impressionable. They took you because they wanted to break and remake you. But you are a child no longer. You are a woman. One who knows what must be done.
My parents. I need to save them.
I like the fact that Aelin was a lot less angry now. Considerably more gentle than in many of her previous utterances. Does this mean you're a Selûnite? Quite probably, but I'll help.
Your parents are with your abductors. You will need to return to their lair. But be warned. You may have once thought of them as comrades, mentors, friends, even lovers. They will all be enemies now. You have been forewarned for what is to come, but not yet forearmed.
The Spear of Night. I thought that was cast out into the Shadowfell.
I was able to retrieve it before it sank too far into Shar's umbral domain. Shar is quick to discard whatever she has no use for. I think you know that well enough. But I felt it call to me as I took flight. Whatever Shar calls her own, Selûne has equal claim to. They are one and the same. Their power is matched and mirrored. Take it. You will find it useful. What you do with it, that will be up to you. Same as before.
I'll need every advantage, it seems. Thank you.
A debt repaid. You returned my life unto me. Now go and claim your own.
It hurts.
There we go again.
Shar torments you still. What a spiteful creature she is. This will not stop until you take action. See that your parents' sacrifices are not in vain. Allow the Moon Maiden to guide you at last.
Where the bloody hell is she going? Probably out of the camp. I sense there's something we really should be talking about here.
Aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
If I speak of our relationship, that makes me seem insecure. She's already made it clear that she wants it to be a very firm relationship. We probably should talk about these sometime, but it's nearly 3 in the morning. Let's take a moment, however.
I'm ready.
Still trickery domain. Where, oh where? There's clearly something missing here. There it is.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Throne. still a worshipper of Shah. We may be able to tweak that. Flame Strike, a good old clerical classic. Mass Cure Wounds, also fun. Plague of Insects, that could be very thematic. Let's leave that for now. We may need to respec her to change her dedication. Anyone else? Anything overly special?
First in my heart.
Shadowheart was no true child of Shah, merely a captive. She must have her vengeance.
Good to know you feel strongly about it. One thing about Lae'zel is she may not be well-intentioned, but she speaks her mind quite plainly.
Taken from the light to be raised in darkness. Your truth is finally dawning, Shadowheart. You can follow its light, or you can retreat back into dusk. The truth is finally dawning. Shadowheart can follow its light, or she can retreat back into dusk.
Interesting.
Light on my feet.
I would not linger in this land over long. But whatever your business, I will aid you if I can.
Let's see what our good friend Will has to say about this. Oh, Gale, rather.
At least Shadowheart is armed with the truth now. May its keen edge draw forth whatever vengeance she desires.
If the game isn't going to force a change of faith on her, I may see if I can do so. But for now, we shall rest. You know what, we got plenty of these, we'll just use one of those this time. Oh, there's something. There's a great big exclamation mark I was waiting for. And Isabel is back with us again. How nice. As is Dame Aylin.
I can't believe it. I can't believe Aylin is here. And my father. I heard what happened. What he'd become by killing him. You set him free. You set Aylin free. And me.
Aren't you at all sad about your father's fate? In a way, she should be grateful that he has been released from his bond.
I mourn the man I knew. He was wonderful. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aylin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight?
I certainly believe you were starstruck at least.
You sound like my father. But it was more than that. This was no mere attraction. It was love. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... And this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, or why, but all was black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped.
He'd become the chosen of Merkel. I'm not going to condemn him. I'm not going to make light of the situation.
I didn't know that then, but I could see the change in him. He told me we'd be together now. Said that Aelin was dead. I couldn't speak. Could only run. I found last light within the shadows. Made a shelter there. Prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors plaguing this land. My home. I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect them. And myself. No matter what.
It's pretty tragic recently, really. It's understandable.
It's all out in the open now. And with my father dead, I have nothing to fear. Except for Aelin. She needs healing. Rest. I'm grateful for your help. Your friendship. I hope we won't intrude on your hospitality too long. But I'm grateful for a safe place to... well... just to be.
It must be nice to be able to rest after having to protect everyone at the Lady's Light for so long. Is that owlbear cub looking fatter? Or is it just that particular camera angle? It reminds me of a really fat cat I once knew who could lie down and cover an entire sheet of A4 paper, and the only thing you'd see would be the two corners sticking out under its front shoulders. Let's see what she has to say.
I've been lied to. My whole life. And I was gullible enough to just believe it. My parents are alive, and I have to save them. I think a part of me always knew that. A part that Shah denied to me.
Dare I suggest Shah may have had her reasons. Shah lies. You have a lot on your mind, but we have to stay focused. The absolute is still a threat. You have been forced to live a lie. At least now the truth is starting to reveal itself. You know what? This is probably the best option, to be honest. Whatever you must do, I will be by your side.
Thank you. But I want you to refrain from foolish heroics. When the time comes, we'll be entering a nest of vipers. I couldn't bear to lose you. Not after everything. We'd better press on for now, and hope we're ready when the moment comes. But before that, there's one thing I need to see to.
Do whatever you need to.
You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me.
Very well. It's a matter of respect.
My resplendence honors yours.
This is... You should join my camp permanently. We can fight the powers of evil together.
Our thoughts are as one, my friend. You must face the chosen of Bane and Baal. I will do my part to see them laid low.
That's all I could ask. He's gonna hate this, isn't he? He's gonna be a moping.
So, it's a quest to free Shadowheart's parents, is it? And here I was, worried I'd be the only one with a difficult family reunion waiting in the city.
Let's not forget it. I think the time has probably come for us to leave camp. Let us examine. Ugh. Right, this lot. Hang on. Whose are these? Wait. It's Halsin's stuff. I understand. He's not coming with us anymore. Let us depart.
Says it is one floor down to the left.
Thanks, Nichols. And the stone.
You are welcome.
Now we'll just wait for everything to load in a bit.
The stonework is sublime. It's almost a shame to leave this place.
I think Halsin wants to stay here, and we should respect that. We should also probably get out of here. Yep, we need the Nether Stones, at which point we would be able to control the Elder Brain, and that would be very bad. Yep. Mole might have snuck on a Nautiloid? I think we can do without Will in the party for a little while. And I think we are ready to leave this area. So hammers plus 1. There's a bit of psychic damage. So good for casters. Good for healer casters. Once per short rest? Yeah, that... Wow, okay.
No time to rest?
Okay. This may be an upgrade. Howl of the Dead doesn't sound good though. Right. We absolutely need to get rid of some stuff. So we're going to send those... Wait. They are not listed as an armor category type. So we'll send those to Karlak. And we will have begun to lighten our load.
What path lies before me?
We leave the heart of the Absolute alive, thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric. But Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies.
I know. That's why I just recruited Jaheira.
Jaheira's wisdom will be an asset to you on the journey ahead. Her harpers, too. Halsin's strength and loyalty will bolster you in times of need. But if we are to succeed, we will need others.
Oh god, it's Dragon Age Origins all over again. Will there be anyone left when we arrive in the city?
Even if the buildings are demolished, there are always survivors. There are always those who will fight. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is bound to ours. Seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own, and invite them to our cause. Together, we will put an end to the Absolute, the Chosen, all.
The road to Baldur's Gate is west of the town. If we hurry, we'll arrive before the Absolute's forces.
Then it seems we better make a move. D4 psychic damage and... nothing overly unusual for a Warhammer. Camp it. That's only once. Although the imagery upon it is very risque.
What to do?
I think for now, we camp it.
Breathe deep and move.
And we must make great haste. And if we had not already done so, we would have to face a Githyanki hit squad on the way out of this area. And we could have been weakened had we not rested.
The road to Baldur's Gate is up ahead. No turning back once we start down that road.
That does indeed seem to be the case. Wherever Moll is, she seems to have escaped.
The Shadow Curse will soon be forgotten, thanks to us.
Let us hope so.
The Absolute's armies are on the march, and Baldur's Gate is their target.
Then we must follow. You're about to progress your adventure. Once you move on, you may not be able to return. Make sure to tie up any loose ends before advancing. In all honesty, I don't think there's a massive Search for cellar. Well, we got that book. Find mole. I don't think we can do this. It's just eluded me. Lift for shadow curse. That hasn't updated. Why is this not updated? Maybe it will when we leave the area. Help Ketheric Voss in Baldur's Gate. We can't talk to Lae'zel about this. I think we're going to have to move on.
The curse has been lifted, the land's cleansed of the shadows. Ketheric's reign of living death is over. Your courage has been tested, and in this at least, you have triumphed.
I like how the tree isn't disintegrating, but rather growing into something healthier. A place where Thaniel and Oliver could climb. Let life return to this long-dead land. Oh, that's rather abrupt, isn't it? Now, what is he up to this time, and why are we privy to this?
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord, but there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the Flaming Fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties.
Ooh.
Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping. Yes, sir. No, sir. Rip and cut your throat, sir.
Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the Prism Bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
I itch to peel you, to split your skin, to see your skull shine in the light. Little tyrant. Lucky for you, I harvested a whole family of living flesh in Rivington at high sun. They will sate my blade thirst tonight. Oh, But tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, my blades will thirst again.
So, she's a form of shapeshifter, or doppelganger. Is she going to try and burn off the mark of Shah from her hand?
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
I feel there is much to do here, and the hour is growing late. It is time for all of us, all good heroes, to take their rest. So I'm going to end this episode right here. I hope you've all enjoyed this one, and I will look forward to seeing you all in the very next episode. I'm going to say goodbye for now though, and cheerio! See you all soon.